We have a lot to do around town, and we're going to start with something to do this weekend. Art with energy is one way to describe the work of our next guest. Tampa Bay's Michael Murphy Gallery will have an exhibition this weekend that explores the art of Trevor Stickman Stickel.
That's right, and he's joining us right now along with Michael Murphy, the gallery owner. So you two, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
So I want to start with you, Michael, because we've had artists come on who were showing their art at your gallery.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have you on. I want you to talk about
I'm so excited.
I want you to talk about the inspiration for your gallery and how you go about selecting different artists to come in.
We're very lucky. We've been in business a long time. So a lot of people come to us. In the beginning, we had to go search out, but now we get a lot of people. But we try to bring artists to the community that would not normally be shown here. The community has a lot of great local artists in great locations now, so we don't have that same feeling that we represent locally. And we want to bring art to Tampa Bay that is not normally accessible. So we try to bring a balance of different types of art. So we do a lot of different, we're not a strictly contemporary gallery or strictly this gallery. We try to bring different things for different people. So we've been very lucky when we got the opportunity for Trevor to come and show at the gallery and do the opening. So we've got 24 pieces, a combination from originals to giclées that are there. So we're very excited about that. And then the next show will be more realism. So every show is a little different at the gallery, but this is photorealism in the rock genre, if you will. And so it's a very different than the next show. And so each group of shows that we do, we hope we bring something to the community that isn't here.
Right. Okay, Trevor, so we're going to bring you in. So I want you to describe your art for us and then maybe walk us through some of the work that you brought with you today.
Yeah, so like I've come to know the Michael Murphy, was just saying. Until yesterday it was Michael Murphy, today he's the Michael Murphy. So I try to do a little bit of realism combined with other aspects of art that inspire me. So rather than, this piece here, instead of just doing the realism of it, I try to bring in some of my inspirations, which is some pop art, some street art, impressionism, expressionism. I try to combine them a little bit. Hopefully it makes my stuff a little bit different. There's a lot of people that paint rock genre. So you're always kind of looking for a little bit different, but it also allows a lot of artistic expression that I can use rather than just, doing a straight up reference of something else. So that's kind of like the high level of what I try to accomplish visually. Inspirationally, it gets, how much time do you have? Yeah, we would be here all day.
Right, that's the next question. What's your inspiration? What's your inspiration behind this piece?
Well, pretty much everything comes from, even a piece of mine that doesn't look like it's about music, it's all about music. Even if I have a picture of a bird, if you really get into the reason for the concept, it will always come down to there. Sometimes I don't paint the flower, I paint more of the seed.
Interesting.
So that's a lot of it. This one here come from, during COVID, I wanted to see the Rolling Stones one more time. And then when Charlie passed, I looked at Ray, and at the same time I went through COVID, I was, my partner Ray over there was gracious enough to give me her kidney. So we went through a period where I kind of looked at her and I said, when COVID, we kind of got past that a little bit, I said, okay, we're going to the Stones no matter what. So we packed up, we went to see the Stones in Hyde Park in London, and we ran across this statue there, and I just had to paint it. And the statue was in a store that's number 9 Carnaby. And so they have a lot of visualization around number 9. And I realized that this was actually the 9th Rolling Stones painting I ever did. So a lot of these things, they don't come from a singular point. They come from 4 or 5 different points. And so that's where that one was kind of born. Okay. And it's really a pop art thing for me. Still has some realism in it, but yeah, that's where that one was born.
Okay, so you are in Tampa right now, and you're going to be meeting with different people at the gallery tonight. You want them to come out, see your work, maybe commission you, right? You'll be here for 2 nights,
2 nights only, right? Yeah, the work will be around for a few more weeks, but tonight's the opening. I'm in town for 2 nights, so, come and see me. I'm here for a short time. I think it took longer for me to get here than I'm actually going to be here.
Right.
So, definitely come by and come say hi. And we tend to have a lot of fun at my shows. They're a little bit more lowbrow. We have, we play the music a little bit louder.
Okay,
The cocktails are a cocktails are a little colder.
Okay,
So,
I like that.
yeah, it's
And a little stronger.
yeah. We definitely have that rock element to it. So
Okay.
they're a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
I want to talk about some of your other work, like this one behind me here. Like to be honest, I don't picture you painting like a Taylor Swift, but
Neither do I.
here you are.
Yeah. So this is pretty strange. Obviously, I'm wearing a Motorhead ring, so I'm not a huge Taylor Swift thing. So for a lot of my collectors and stuff, we're probably a little bit surprised by this. But a strange thing about Taylor Swift is this whole, phenom things happening.
Yeah.
She does have some rock elements I really like, which is she's really rebellious in what she's doing with her fight for her own art.
Okay.
Which is
I
something I
love
can
that.
resonate
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
We all have contracts and stuff in the past that
Sure.
we sometimes lose control of your own art.
Right.
So that really inspires me. And then I do have to admit, I had to reach out to some Swifties and say, how can I make Taylor Swift rock and roll?
Right,
And they're like, well, you got to go Reputation tour because she
Got
did
it.
more leather. I was like, well, I can paint leather.
Love it.
Like, that's what I do. So I was able to connect that. And so I was able to find a way to make a little bit rock and roll
Yeah.
and still make it Taylor. So
Very, very cool.
those two
Love it.
things made it feel like Stickman.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you both
Yes.
for being
Thank you.
here. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hopefully we get a huge turnout tonight.
Yeah, I hope come by and see us both.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the
The
work will
Michael
be-
Murphy.
If we have to, we'll have to pay people.
Yes.
But hopefully not.
The work will be at the gallery this weekend and beyond, but you can meet Trevor this weekend. So for more information, you can go to michaelmurphygallery.com.